Hi, I'm standing here with Chris Heilmann from Yahoo.
Yes.
And you have one of these really cool jobs everybody wants. What are you doing at Yahoo?
My job is the lead developer evangelist, so my job is basically to go out to conferences, talk about our technology, go back into the company and tell them what people want, and train people when they come into the company to actually use our technology so they can hit the ground running when they start working.
And you are actually the man behind a lot of really, really cool Yahoo technologies, right?
Well, I'm not the man behind the technologies, I'm the man that built the demos that made these examples understandable for the world, and I'm the guy that went to the teams and said, like, this is great what you built, but now we have to give it a story. We have to give it an interface that people understand what you're doing. So I'm working a lot closely with the YQL team, with the YUI team, and there's new stuff coming out as well, which I'm going to talk about tomorrow a bit. So it's an interesting concept of having somebody like a developer evangelist that goes through the company and has the time to really look at technologies that people have and find the story in the technology rather than just releasing it. A lot of people just release a lot of code, a lot of documentation online and then hope people make something out of it. Yeah. You have to find a way to get people excited about the technology and then point them to your docs.
And what is getting you excited right now?
Well, the same as everybody else. I mean, like HTML5 is the new thing, and it's and I'm talking about that tomorrow. It is really a revolution of what we do, because we've been hacking for the web for years. We've been using the web as an application platform, and it wasn't meant as an application platform. And with the new technologies, with local storage, with web workers, with geolocation, with all the new semantic markup things as well, we can finally set up real applications that look like real desktop applications, that have storage, that have retained state. It's really possible nowadays with the newer technologies to build for the web. And that gets me excited because I was tired of just like 90% of our job being hacking around problems that browsers had and breaking things that were working before with new technologies. And nowadays we have a chance to basically reinvent the web as a better app platform, and now is the time.
And is it any company or web service you think excels at this, that gets you really excited?
What gets me really excited about is that the companies are working together.
Yeah.
During the first browser wars, everybody worked against each other in a small room and didn't talk to each other. Whereas now, the Microsoft, Google, Apple, all the people, Opera, Mozilla, all the people are working together on getting this specification finished and also getting this specification in the browser. So the new browser war is not about like, oh, we're going to fight the competition. The new browser war is like, this is cool, how can we implement that? Yeah. And that gets me very excited, and that's why I love companies like Mozilla standing in the middle a bit and saying like, you know what, we're not a corporation, we don't have a browser to sell, we're not working on an app store, so we have a chance basically to look at the HTML5 stuff that the other people are not looking at. So video is being hammered left, right and center by people right now. We have great demos for HTML5 video, but for example nobody looked at captioning yet. And videos without captioning in a university or in a government institution you cannot use, because you have to have it for deaf people as well. Yeah. And nobody looks at that, so it's about time that some companies look at these orphaned ideas of HTML5 and do something cool with that as well.
Great. Do you have any advice for developers right now?
Keep up to date. Just don't bother thinking about like, I'm going to buy a book that is like 4 years old and learn everything right now. The web is the platform, and the web is also the resource. Like, read blogs, look at source codes, look at podcasts, look at conference things. I mean, the cool thing nowadays is as well, when I started, it was really hard to find any information. You had to look for few sources of the other implementations. And nowadays, all the stuff is on GitHub. All the stuff is documented. Every presenter gives out their slides for free online. Just look around for those things, follow them up, go to SlideShare, and find information there. And if you want to implement something in your company, implement it, then ask if it's okay to implement. Most of the time, product managers and your upper managers will not have a clue what HTML5 and CSS3 is about. And they won't mind if you put it in. But other people will see that you put it in, and that gives you a chance to shine in the company and maybe get hired by a better company as well.
Super advice. Thank you. This is Annika and Chris from Future Web Apps.
See ya.